Hello, classmates, and hello, Professor Alessandra. My name is Guilherme. I am 18 years old. I was born in Araucária, Paraná, and I've been living here since of my birth. I've just started the latest course at Federal University of Paraná, and I hope I can do a great job at college. In my free time, I like to play volleyball with my friends. I like to listen to music when I'm cleaning my house, and I also like to read books, especially history and romances. I don't like to wake up early when I have nothing to do, and I also don't like to watch horror movies alone at my home. Now I'm gonna answer Professor Lysander's questions about reading in my life. So the first question is, what role does reading play in your life now? The role of reading in my is one of the most important things in my life. Since I started to read, I discovered many worlds, I traveled through many places, and I had incredible feelings. Now I can say that reading open your mind and gives you a critical vision point about the world you live. Because when we are kids, we can't see this. We just pay attention in the details and start to imagine a fictional story. But reading is much more than that. Reading gives important teachings about life. You start to ask yourself about your own thoughts, about your own behavior. You start to be a better human being. The role of reading in my life now is how to see the world in other people's vision. Because one of the most important and one of the first things we learn when we start to read is how to be empathic. And if you don't start and read the first page, you will never meet the real you, who you really are. And the second question is, who helped you shape that role? I think who helped me shape this role was my Portuguese teacher, Teacher Marie. I remember when I was at school and she brought to the class the first book that I've read in my life. It was The Little Prince. And she said, you will need to read this book at least 4 times in your life. When you are children like now, when you become teenagers, adults, and when you get older. And everyone asked her, why do we need to read the same old book for 4 times in our lives? And she immediately replied us, because if you don't do that, you will never understand the real meaning of what is essential is invisible to the eyes. And now I can say that she was right, because I've just finished to read the book for the third time, and I think I will need to read the book again for 4 more times in my life. And the third question is, has the role of reading changed for you over the years? Yes, like I said, when we are growing, our thoughts, opinions, and also who we are grow with us. A kid that don't have any worries about life, that just need to study and play with other children, didn't have the same perceptions that has now as adults. Reading is the same thing. When we start to read, we just create the story how it's in the book, but with our colors, our appearances, and our imagination. But when we start to growing as a human being, we start to discover in the books the differences that we have in our own world, the world we live, and also bad things such as discrimination, racism, and prejudices among a specific community of people. All of this through the books we read. Reading is such a good habit because reading brings to you what even the money is not possible to buy. Reading brings to you a critical perspective, a better mental health, and also the hope for a better world with no prejudices. And the last but not least question is, what has been your experience of reading in English like? I can say that my experience of reading has been good. It helped me a lot to expand my vocabulary, my English vocabulary. But as a beginner English reader, I can say that it's not easy. Because as a Brazilian, when I try to read in a foreign language, I start to think, why they don't write in this way? Because in my head, that way is better. But it's not. Because I'm trying to put English sentences with a Portuguese structure, and I can't do that. So I think I'm gonna try to understand how native English speakers think, because if I do that, I'm sure that it will improve more and more my reading skills. I can say that my experience has been challenging, but I'm trying to do my best. By the way, I've just finished a book in English that I really enjoy it. The name is The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime by Mark Haddon. It is a very good book. I liked a lot because it taught me how to see the world in an autistic person vision. I'm sure you will not regret it. So just give it a try, okay? And that's it. This is me, and this is my reading experience. Thanks for watching this video, and nice to meet you all.